right, this is you and your person of interest, all sign singles. Okay. All sign singles, you and your person of interest. Okay, and I'm going to try to do it fast. We're going to start with Aries. Okay. You and your person of interest, all sign singles. Okay, let's see. Okay, the future, finding a long-term harmonious relationship. Coming soon. Commit. It's telling you to commit, Aries. Will you commit? Oh my gosh, warm brew. Speak softly to disarm any dispute or confusion. Honest, vital, patient. Okay, so you might be coming into contact with, I'm getting, it could be a Leo, Aquarius, Pisces, Taurus, or Gemini, Taurus cusp. That's what I'm getting. Okay, for someone. Okay. Those energies. Okay, so let's get one more. Okay, and enduring. Oh my God. Okay. So see, it says coming soon, so commit. You're finding a long-term harmonious relationship. Speak softly to disarm any dispute or confusion. Okay, honest, vital, and patient. Okay. Sometimes people yell because they don't feel like they're going to be heard. Okay. Enduring bond, put your family first and spend time together. Okay. Now, dear, priority, mindful. Okay. So, this is what I'm getting. If you are a person who puts your family first all the time, okay, then do more things that are inclusive with your person, okay, so that they could get to know someone that you're interested in, okay. Now, if you're afraid that they're going to give you input you don't like, then maybe keep that private. But I feel like eventually you're looking for someone who is accepted by the family also. So that's what I'm getting. Okay, if you have somebody already, I feel like for the first half of 2025, this is like improving family and improving the feeling of love. Okay, I like that. That's nice. Okay. All right, and for you singles, look, that's the next card. Love blooms. A romance blossoms into full-blown feelings. Okay, let me get a spark of romance and see what it says. Okay. Hold hands. Okay, and share a bubble bath. Okay, well, you can't just share a bubble bath to anybody. You use your own discretion with that. Let's see what else it says. Okay. Act like a tourist in your own city or town. Okay, I like that. Oh, write each other love letters. Ooh, I like that. That's cute. Okay. Or a song if you're a musician. That's what I'm getting. Okay. I love that. Serenade each other. Okay. That could be entertaining. I'll leave you with that. Okay, next, Taurus. Okay, Taurus. Let's see. What's coming in for Taurus? You and your person of interest. Woo! Flying high. Feeling infatuated or having an intense affair. Starry-eyed passion. Okay, so for some of you singles, this is someone coming into your experience. Okay. Sweet allure. Embrace the unknown and let love bloom on its own. Mystery, believe, and let go. Okay, yeah, the control thing. Okay, so men's souls. Love with purpose, heal with compassion. Empathy, forgive, and renew. Okay, for those of you who divorce or, what is that, separated, you have to forgive that, right? Okay. All right. So this is like saying, okay, if we're going to go by Aries and then this reading, if you're in a new relationship with somebody, even if you've been there for a year or two, and there was a previous person that you never forgave, right? Maybe it's time. Woo! Unlock happiness. Be vulnerable and open yourself to real love. Okay, now the thing that I did a reading for Leo Aquarius, and in that reading, the reading said the key to happiness is inside of you, right? Okay. Yeah, I just read, that was just a card reading. I didn't do any reading in between. Okay, so, but somebody is going to have a key to your heart. All right. Making good home life or settling down. Marriage and lasting love. Okay. So see, you're just like Aries. It's like the prospect here up to 6 months at least, probably the whole year, is this. It's beautiful. Okay, I'll leave you with that. For somebody, I got a carpenter who can build like those bird houses and stuff. And it might be a bird watcher. That's a clue for somebody. Okay. All right, now let's go to the next one. Gemini. Choose wisely. This is for singles. Wait, compromise, and trust. Consider long-term issues before you commit. Okay. Now, if you're in a connection and you haven't had that much success, it's suggesting that you try to work out within the connection you're in now. That's what I'm getting. All right, now. Getting rid of upheaval and leaving the drama behind. Calmer waters. Woo! I like that for you, Gemini. Quiet times and flowing. Okay. So, what I'm getting here is sometimes people go, and even what they do for their off time is a go thing. Okay. And so sometimes what you need is just that love ripple effect to like just really sit in your heart and emanate and sit in that emanation, right? Through silence, maybe even through like walking some bodies of near bodies of water, or doing something peaceful. Okay. Oh, you got love blooms too. Okay, so whether you're in a commitment or not, there is love blooming here. I feel like this spring there's a lot of romance here. Okay. So let the romantic side of you, right, blossom. That's what I'm getting. Okay, I'll leave you with that, Gemini. All right, now we're in Leo. Leo, what's written in the stars for you in love? Let's see. Graceful dance. Okay, now listen. Inspire, hold, and footing. Lift each other during both high and low times. Love is like dancing is what they're saying here, right? And for someone, that's part of your profession. Okay. And so if you can see it as the same thing, I feel like you will have more success this time for someone. Okay. Yeah, you know what? This is for someone, that's your job. You do this kind of job where you're dancing. Okay. And I'm getting several things. Okay. If you pick boyfriends from your job all the time, try something different. That's for someone. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Try, and if you pick a certain type, like a bad boy type, try something different. Okay. All right. But trying new dance methods might be a good way to. Also, I'm getting those TikTok dances. Okay, so try those kinds of things. All right, let's see what it says. Ah, see, something could brew from that. Okay. All right, so being in tune with each other and getting along, harmony. Good. Okay. Easy going. See, Gemini got easy going too. So if you're with a Gemini, that is the suggestion. Okay, easy going. Okay. It's not like do. It's like just ease, right? Flowing. Needs tending. Pay more attention to your love life to get results. Nourish, dating, and respond. Okay, now if you're in a connection, okay, so someone, you have a son, okay, and I feel like do more bonding things, okay, around that. Okay, the other thing I'm getting is grandkids coming up. Not anytime soon, but I would say like in 6 years. Okay, I'm getting like 6 years. Okay. And there's going to be more joy around that too. But that's a long time ahead. So let's just focus on here. Okay, so I feel like there was a period of neglect for one couple here, is showing me. And that kind of, and then there was some sort of experience that happened and that brought you two back together again. Okay. And so it's like saying, nurture it, Taurus, nurture it. Okay. Sometimes when people have two different careers, right, that kind of takes over. And then you've completely lost touch with each other. So it's kind of saying, get back to the roots. All right. Okay, so if you're single, find strength in unique views and grow together. Okay, so it's kind of suggesting that you don't have to find somebody that's just like you. Rare, enhance, and thrive. Okay. Now, for someone, you're going to have a child here with, what sign? Okay, for singles, you're going to have a child with an Aries or a Libra. Could be an air sign, a Sagittarius. Okay. Gemini, Capricorn, or Cancer. All right, that's what I'm getting. Let me get another one on that. Woo! Okay. Caught up in a whirlwind of emotions and promise, mystery, attraction. Okay. So there is marriage here too. Okay. All right, that looks good. Let me get going on the next one. Okay, so that was Gemini. Wait. Is that Gemini? Or was that Taurus? Okay, I think that was Taurus. Oh my God. Okay, so let's see. This is, oh, it's like the energies are blending. Okay, all right. All right, let's go to the next one. That was Leo, wasn't it? That was Leo. Okay, now we're going to, did I skip one? That was Leo. All right, that was Leo. All right, let's go to Virgo. All right, Virgo. Time heals. Be patient and give time a chance to work its magic. Honest, reliable, and mature. I feel like that's you. And you're going to find somebody that matches your energy. Okay. Woo! Someone you can grow old with. your forever person or ever after. Okay, so that means like you could have had it happily with somebody and then, life happens and then you separate and then someone else comes in or the person before. But here's your ever after, having fortitude to create a lasting love, long term, all in and invest. Okay. Woo! Fan the flames. Okay, so you might be dealing with the fire sign or a water sign. Renewal, romance, care, doing what it takes to keep the passion alive. Ooh, I like that. Let's get one more. Okay, so you've got a stable connection coming in. Ooh, hallelujah. Poise, calm, and steady. Finding your balance and not rocking the boat. Okay, so if this is your other person, it could be a Gemini or a Libra or Aries, Sagittarius. All right, let's see who else. Let me move these back. Fanning the flames. Okay, you know what I'm getting with that too? It could be in a country where they do like huge fireworks. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Australia for somebody. Okay, Pisces and Leo. Okay, Pisces and Leo. Gemini and Pisces. Okay. All right. Aries and Aquarius. They love you. Someone. They love you. Okay. And how you're building together is through steady support. Sturdy, strong. Build a strong foundation with combined efforts. United, lasting, and stable. It's saying also, like, if you have a shy side or your partner does, try something where you can open up to intimacy, like doing yoga together or some sort of exercise or meditation. I feel like that could open up some doors here. Okay, and I feel like you would like blossom and they would too. Okay, it was like they're showing me like this heart blossoming, right? Okay. Yeah, and I feel like it could be it could be a water sign or someone who loves the water. Okay. All right, let's keep going. All right, so now we're on Libra. Who's coming towards you? Let's see. Virgo, Sagittarius. Uh-oh, what's that? Taurus and Libra. Okay. For some of you, your mind is on a Taurus. But you're in the Aries energy, which is like doing a lot. For some of you, you got to raise that Pluto energy. Your connection could have went funky because of that Pluto energy. What does that mean? So those are just the lessons. Just let it go and you could communicate and come together. Okay, tenderness. Having a gentle spirit and being able to care deeply. Real deal. Good match. Okay, now for someone, you're single. You've been single a long time. And every time you were with somebody, you felt like they were the real deal. But there was something about materialism here that keeps popping up. So you're finding somebody that's genuine, that is not motivated by money. Okay, and I feel like for someone, that is your person. All right. True acceptance. Okay, so even if they are materialistic, or you are, they're going to accept you for who you are. Find strength in unique views and grow together. Rare, enhance, and thrive. So I feel like you're with a unique person for someone. Okay. You are always beautiful to someone who loves you. Confident, real, and standards. Okay. Yeah, genuine. That's what I keep getting. Timeless elegance. Okay. So you like the finer things in life. Okay, let me get a card on that. Let me see. Which deck should I use? Alright, let's see what this says. Oh, wait. Some more cards are over here. Shoot. Alright, let's see. Some of you have so much work and you wish you could travel together with your person and enjoy life. Okay. Justice. Okay. All right, so that's the Judgment energy. So some of you may be dealing with past life soulmates or a past person. Okay, and you could be at a crossroads with this rod and sword. So in your mind, but wanting to take action steps, because behind the swords I see 5 of Wands, 6, 5 to the 6. The 6th one is trying to come in, which is success with your person. Okay, but there's a resistance there. You have to figure out what that resistance is. Yeah, that's your journey. I could tell you what it is, but... Okay, so this is like wanting your heart to feel light as a feather, but feeling like a rock. That's what I'm getting. Okay, 4 swords reversed. Okay, so now for some of you, after a period of rest or a break, you may start taking action steps again. Okay, 10 of swords reversed. Some of you, you have a cycle you had to clear out, so you couldn't even focus on love. 10 of Pentacles. And some of you that had to do with money issues. And for some of you, a past connection or family life was the thing that kind of you felt like was in the way. Some of you were dealing with the devil. Okay. And it's like or that Pluto energy, and you just had to rise above it. Some of you, that's your journey. Okay, so that would be like, for some, having some sort of sexual distortion and having some kind of experience with that, and then moving on into something new. Yeah, see, because that was entanglement here. Okay. And let me get another one on that, because that's like the feeling like the bad karma there. Okay, 4 cups reverse. So it kind of gave you an attitude that you're over it all. And that attitude about the past person or thing or experience is the thing that is the bugaboo here. Knight of Cups reverse. So you wanted to communicate to someone that you were interested in them, but held back. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so there were times when you wanted to give an invitation. There were times when someone else wanted to give you an invitation, but they felt like you were unapproachable. Okay, in this reverse, okay, is now this Knight of Cups is not so great. It's like passive aggressive, like not okay. Let's say you're mad at someone. Instead of saying you're mad, you just act a certain way. Okay, and it's like secretly taking out aggression on someone. Okay. Or like showing to the world everything's okay when things aren't. That kind of thing. Yeah. And this is like avoiding energy too. Like avoiding having to say that you really are into somebody or that you love somebody. So it's like bailing out. Okay. And this, it could have been like past fighting about money and things, finances, right? Now, if it's work getting in the way, it could be like your mind on your team that you work with and that taking up a lot of space. Okay. This is like not flirting when you even want to with somebody. Okay. All right, let's keep going. Let me get another one. I'll shuffle one more time. It's reverse again. Page of Wands. Okay, so for some of you, you were dealing with an air sign. And you were ending a cycle with them. And it was like it turned your whole world upside down here. And you felt unsupported in a past connection. Okay, and the communication wasn't even all that great. You know, passive aggressive could be like having a free partner that travels all over the place and you really wanting to be with that person and go with that person and not speaking up. And then just being mad, secretly mad and brewing, energy. And if you practice that kind of thing at work, then that could also get into your love life too. All right, 5 of Cups. Yeah, that's like regrets of the past. Judgment reverse. That's like feeling like you're in the underworld and can't get out. So that could be like okay, the thing you want to watch out for is making improvements in the outside world. Okay, for some of you, we're just focused on if you had kids, your kids. And that helped you get out of some funk. Okay. The energy that's going to get you out of this is action and creativity. Okay, so start to visualize what it is you want. And this little looks like a snake at the waist. So your energy levels could have been down for some of you. Don't take shortcuts in relationships. That's what this is saying here today. For some of you, try some sort of creative thing where in groups where you do something creative. Painting, whatever. Choose what you like, and you might meet someone through there. That's for someone. 7 of Wands reverse, yeah. And that'll help you. If you spend more time in doing things you like, that will help you release the resistance of non-connection. All right, and see, you have lots of love to give. That's the thing. And there's someone that wants to give